Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Rhoa. How you doing? This is going to be my episode recap of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 6, I believe. If I'm not right on that episode number, it'll be in the description. Now, as I go on, I want to talk about how the episode opens up, and we're just like in confessionals, right? It just comes on in a real dramatic fashion. We start out with Shamia. Oh my God, Kenya. I can't believe you would go so low. Bitch, you done went low. Everybody done went low to the ground on these shows. Quit acting like you above it all. You just was a friend of the show, but you gone low. Hell, the way you run up and behind Portia, that's low in and of itself, in my opinion. But then you have Britt and her husband, and he's coddling her, and then Mama Britt comes over. And Mama Britt, she's Miss USA. She's supposed to be setting the standard. She's supposed to be setting an example for the people. What kind of... See, Mama Britt. Did y'all see how Brittany was handling that dog? Caucasian people. She was kind of rough with that dog when she put that bone in her head, because the dog was trying to pull away and she was pulling it to her, and she was doing it in a rough manner. Y'all gonna come to the front for that, since y'all so happy about how she did Kenya. But anyway, we're not here for that. We're gonna talk about how Mama Britt. What was you doing, Mama Britt? The reason why your kid decided to turn into videos X and rappers, huh? What was you doing? Now, we know why Kenya may have turned to that life. I mean, to be honest with you, since everybody wants to drag Kenya for her mama trauma, I just want to say this. With all things said and done, Kenya could have come out a lot worse. If you think pulling out a chair from under someone, putting the scepter in someone's face. What else is the things that they keep bringing up? Bringing out the cookie lady. If you think that is the most horrible thing that you can do as an abandoned child, I think she did pretty good. At least she ain't banged nobody's head against the floor and threw no boom mic at somebody. When I tell you that it's like the world does not understand when Kenya fans say that we don't approve of what she did and the approach that she took. But with that said, that doesn't mean we don't have to support her and be on her side in this. And the reason why I'm on her, excuse that's my air fryer. I told you, I multitask. So, again, I want to reiterate and stress. No one thinks what Kenya did is the best thing to have been done. I am on her side because I'm a Toro fan. That's first of all. But at the same time, I can also say when somebody is wrong. I've been saying that from the jump street. But again, I also want to reiterate, none of this would have happened had it not been for Brent doing what she did. Sitting up in there in front of her. Oh, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, they got me on camera. Performing fellatio. Oh my God. What am I going to see? The thing about it is, Britt, whereas I don't like old shaming, I don't like it at all. But I will say this. You had to do it in order for her to have the pictures. Were the pictures deep fake? Were the pictures AI? Huh? Oh, so the pictures were real. And that was you in the pictures performing these acts. Am I correct? Then she gonna say, but I scrubbed the internet. And I shouldn't be seeing these things on the internet. Bitch, what kind of scrubbing you think you gonna do off up in Google? Google got out a commercial that said they got incognito, and they said they still be watching you when you in incognito mode. So tell me something. How did you think you were gonna scrub corn sites? Child back. And that's another that's another thing. Again, that was stupid move, King. But at the same time, that would be just like her showing any other corn star performing acts. I mean, the public, all you have to do is go on these certain corn hub websites and see her doing her job or what she does. Who is this hoe? BRIT is what they call her. Child back. If she was not underage, then at the same time, this could be considered something that, was done in retaliation. Free Kenya Moore. Free Kenya Moore. Free Miss Toya. Free Miss Toya. Miss USA. USA. I'm just joking. But I am Team Kenya. And for her to be treated fairly. So Kelly comes over and she has the snacks and she's coddling her, and I just couldn't stay in there because you're my friend. And BRIT is eating it up. Yes, I know. I've been humiliated. I'm going to need all these IV refreshers because the people have treated me so terrible that Kenya was allowed to do these things to me. Child bye. So they have another get together, and Angie arrives, and Angie says, contrary to what the bird brains think, I'm just the baddest bitch in the room. Cause I'm always hot. I got my fan with me, but I'm just hot. It's hard being the hottest one. Yeah, and you also menopausal. I'm sure you in your late 40s. It's about time. Why do women be in denial when they perimenopausal? Shit, hell, I'm in it. And it's irritating. Some people say that ish can last up to 12 years. Now, Kelly, who is now into it with BRIT, might I add, has come onto the show. And she is riding for BRIT in this moment when all the girls get together. Now, by you, it was BRIT, Portia. I mean, BRIT wasn't in this scene. It was Portia, Shamia, Kelly, and Angela. And I think Drew is going to come over later. But I said all that to say that she can tell everything that Kenya has done, but she couldn't remember when old girl said that she wanted to pew, 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 and bring out a pistol stuff. She couldn't remember that part. She didn't hear that, though. I see how this is supposed to work. Now, with whistles, I was watching the We Go podcast. Shout out to her, to Rhoa. And don't make me say what we gonna mean. What is it? Web information, exclamation point news? I don't know. Her name is Rhoa. Go around there and check her out. Because that's what I did. And so she pulled up a post where this girl said she always is strapped. When she got on to Andy Cohen's show, Watch What Happened Live, and said that she didn't have anything with her. I don't know what I was saying. I would never. And then I let that Kenya Moore, I let her take me out of the person who I am. And then I'm really a good person. Bitch, you lying. Not according to Ming Lee. You admitted you weren't a girl's girl. Now, let me just say this. For all you women out there, let me give y'all a little piece of advice. Listen to me, Linda. Listen to me, Linda. If you got a bitch in your circle who says she can't get along with other bitches that's in your circle, and then you find that she's always into it with bitches all the time, she is the problem. Okay? Okay. First of all, you should be in community with the people who you share a similar bond with. And that bond that binds you is feminine energy. And if you don't have good feminine energy around other women, guess what? It's you. So we get to Portia, and Portia is very up to the set because Pilar is thinking about her pop. And girl, what you got her? What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Got that girl calling him pop. Now, a lot of people took umbrage in the fact that you had the little girl sitting on his lap in pictures. But Portia. Now, back in the days when it was just you and your lips and teeth and gums, I was okay with you, being a HO. But now that we have little Pilar Jr. in the scene, back up off all that dicks for dollars stuff. I know Darlene taught you how to, search dicks for dollars, but which is why I call it dicks for dollars Darlene instead of Diane. But you know what I'm saying? Because Darlene fit better with dollars. Hey, girl, stop her. If you date a man 6 months to a year, that's when I say it's okay to kind of bring or start ushering him in around your child. But these little short-term interactions, no ma'am. I have dudes that I have been dating for years. And that's why I ain't got no man now. I don't trust no man around my babies. I don't. Not damn man. Period. So Portia, it's just hard. And then Drew's like, I wish I could really be there for her like I used to be. Because Portia done turned on the waterworks about something. I think I'm finally over him. Girl, you wasn't ever under him. Not in the little sense anyway. And there's Shamia running over to be her rock. When you set all this stuff up, Shamia, I guess you thought that if you got her a rich African, then she would get off your back. Girl, give me a rich African. Girl, I want a rich African. Girl, you know any rich African? You probably got tired of, I want a Rolls-Royce, girl. I want one just like yours, girl. You got tired of it then. So you said, I go out here and fish up anything up out the ocean. I understand. So Mark and his overly built up shoulders, and not in a good way, he decides that he's going to ignore Chloe, Kelly's oldest daughter. I guess you know how it is, how the dudes do it, honey. If you ain't dealing with them like that, especially if it's a step kid, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. Hell, some of them don't have nothing to do with you if you got a biological kid with them, catch. But, girl, I wouldn't feel bad about that old fool. I wouldn't want him around me anyway, the way he treated your mama. And that's just that on there. You old enough to understand. It's sad. Look at it this way. Your sisters or your other sisters may have a dad in their lives, but he ain't shit. How about that? So it works out. It balances itself out. So we get back to Drew and Ralph emerges from the tomb in solitary confinement where he's in the gutter under the basement. And he reminds her, get out of my life. It's my turn to be upstairs. And even though he's confined to the basement and can't come upstairs when it's her time, I still don't think it's fair for her to leave. You get your ass out the basement and take him somewhere. Why I got to get leave? Right? I'm just saying. Because He doesn't leave. When it's her time, he's still always in the basement. What if just one day the kids get curious and sneak down to the basement? He won't get in trouble. Then he's gonna have no nerve to talk about she don't pay any bills or anything and all that type of stuff, and she don't have anything on her plate when she is bringing home all the bacon, fried it up in the pan. You on this show because of her, doofus. I hate men. So Ralph says she don't pay any bills around here. I do everything. Yeah, if you do everything and she doesn't pay any bills, you move out. You got this. Martell Hope Jr. Or these men that's patterning themselves at the motel hotel that's on TV. I don't like none of y'all. None of you. Okay? All that misogynism oozing out of your pores. I can feel it through the TV. Look at Angela giving the wisdom over there to Shamir. Girl, you don't have to get some of that loyalty back in return that you over there showering Portia with your love with. Because I don't see it being reciprocated. And nobody else does unless it's Ray Charles and Steve. Because with me, with sighted eyes, I don't see it, friend. And she is in the studio with Aura to the L. Don't RL sort of look like, I've always thought that, but maybe it's just me, that him and Teddy Riley favor just a little smidge. Maybe a big smidge. But I used to have the biggest crush on Teddy Riley. Oh, could not say anything about Teddy Riley to me. Chick, baby, 1, 2. Chick, baby, 1. No, not Teddy Riley. And I used to be like, when people said that you got the producer all up in the videos, I used to be like, Teddy actually joins the group. Remember, guy? Let's chill. Baby, let's. And then he was with the Rumshakers or whatever they name. Well, Rex Son of Facts. He was with them. And he was with Blackstreet. Blackstreet is in control, in case you didn't know. So, and then Teddy couldn't sing, but he was harmonized with the group. Yeah, you remember that? I know you know. If you know, like I know you know. And my favorite song, Can I Get a Kiss? Can I get a kiss? Good night. Hi. Lately I've been thinking something's going wrong, 'cause she got an attitude. See? And we not singing RL songs. Let me sing some RL songs, okay? Y'all ready? Would you be my wifey? See, nobody knows RL like you supposed to. But RL is one of those top producers. He can produce the songs and write the songs, y'all. That's why when he and Next broke up, the people were mad because he could write and sing sort of like Candy. And the people were jealous. Okay? But RL performs with Next. Step back, that dancing kind of I can feel a little funk coming through on you. Girl, I know you felt it. Boo, I know you can't help it. See? Hey, we together. We on it. All right. So, back to the show. It just took me back to the 90s, y'all. Took me back to the 90s. My freshman year, Jackson State ran us should I say, the youngest apple. Green as a string, baby. Baby, when I tell you I didn't know what I was doing when I went to college, my freshman year of college, I thought I was going to have the same teachers. And then when the semester came back, I had different teachers. Nobody told me. Y'all didn't tell me that I was going to have totally different classes, totally different teachers. It was a shock to my system. Because, I didn't think I was going to change teachers until the next year. Like, when I was in high school. Oh, child. That's what happens when you're sheltered in a way. Even though I did a lot of things, but I was the first person in this home to go to college. No, I take that back. My sister went to college, but she didn't tell me nothing. She didn't go to a HBCU, so she ain't know nothing about the culture, child. So then there's that. But I just said all that to say, it's fun times thinking about that, and this brought me back to those moments. But anyway, in all seriousness, I agree with Angela. So Shamia's also friends with RL's wife, but still keep your good eye on sister. Okay? You know how her best friend do things, because she was raised by Dix for Darling. Any way you can get it. But anyway, it's neither here nor there, allegedly. Drew comes by as well. Now, Drew, I love your support, but Shamil been over there sharing your singing, girl, because she been in the group. She was in the group, Carrie Hilson and whatnot, but you were Drew, okay? From the gang. You weren't always the big character, the side chick to the front chick, okay? You've been cast since you've been on the show, in the forefront, doing your thing, girl. So, back up our Drew. So, like I said, we have Britt and her mother. Nothing to see here, but it was a very uncomfortable conversation I had to have with my mom. Telling her that this woman put out these photos of me. Girl, unplug your throat and your nose. Get the top of your nostril lifted back up. Can you redo? Now I watched a lot of Botched, Terry Dubrow, and Snap Stiff, whatever your name is, Adrian Bluth's husband. Go around there and get your wife, co-worker, and what's not, and tell them to let you put her on the table and lift her nostrils back up. So finally, we get friend of the century, Portia and Shamia, and they go out to dinner. And according to a lot of sites, and I think Portia said that herself, this is the last time that they're going to do anything together. Why? I just really want to know, does Portia really think Shamia is jealous of her? Does Dix Dollars Darlene think that it is Shamia who's jealous of Portia? Now I want y'all to think about that thing again. Yes, Portia is quirky, but at the same time, it's an act. When you're quirky, I think that it should be a thing that comes to you naturally. And it seems so forced and phony now. Now, when she didn't know how many days of the year it was, I just don't think she knew. Or the Underground Railroad, I just don't think she knew. But this whole thing with Simon, I really feel like in some ways that she knew about his lifestyle and she didn't care because she benefited from it. Allegedly, in my opinion. Now, I saw her down to the internet today and she was doing her mukbang. Y'all, she is cool with BRIT and she's the only one on the show who is cool with BRIT. But birds of a feather and what's not. Low down, dirty, sneaky snakes of hoes. If you know what I mean. Them two together. Makes sense. Yes, her husband loves her, honey. He knows all of her flaws. What about that accusation that you made about her being underage in the videos and whatnot? That's what I want to know. Was she underage or not? The rest of it's bullshit. So, Shamia and Portia talk about how Portia really showed her ass on Dennis and not want him to film with Drew. And according to Portia, Drew was down on her knees begging, please, Dennis, I don't have a storyline, my ninja. Help me out. I need you. I want you. Please, please be in the videos and on the TV with me like that. I need you. And Portia said that Dennis didn't film with her. Well, this must be out of sequence then because, baby, let me just, in case you don't know, they were down to the studio together on tape. Shout out to Willow. So now it's time for the brunch. And, of course, the assistant has to shade the glass. Honey, what would it be? The Real Housewives of Atlanta wouldn't be a show if it wasn't for a gay assistant shading the what. But anyway, he's helping her out and he leaves and all the girls began to arrive. And baby, why they got a mock seat for Kenya? Them bitches, no damn well Kenya wasn't filming no more when they put that mock seat out there. Maybe not. Maybe Andy had pulled a fast one on them and had told them what the outcome was yet. Or did you? Why you trying to be funny, Kelly? She said your pancakes were soggy. And Shamil, she said you was a liar. But I bet she didn't say nothing about inches, no. Why? Because she can't have the same no. That's why. I like Kelly, but her lips is bigger than her whole body. But anyway, she gets on her and she says that, that Mark has been in contempt of court. He owes back child support. Then you have that thing where he's not dealing with Chloe. It's just a mess. And sometimes it is cheaper to keep her. But when it's your peace at risk, not only your life, hallelujah, you just got to let it go. You just got to let it go. And when you're wrapped up in litigation and these types of divorces, it has got to be nerve-wracking. Because I wouldn't want them shoulders around me either. Have you seen his shoulders? Did y'all see the way that suit was fitting him? A mess. He looked like Mr. Professor Clump when he was losing weight, when he was getting ready to turn the button up. Stop. That doggone Andy say she hot. She bought along with special gift, Polly and Elsa. I thought she talking about her titty. No, she talking about that dress. The dress is hot. I'm gonna just tell you like I tell the rest of them. I don't have high flashes like that. Because I'm on good hormone. But maybe if I wasn't, then I would. But I don't. Because I am. But I do have them. And baby, those nice sweats alone, you don't want it. You don't want it. This just makes me hate men even more. Hallelujah. I need to get me a young man in his virile 20s. 28. Nothing under 25. Because then that way I'd be thinking predator. 28 through 40. And that's where I'm going to cut it out. I don't want a man outside of his 40s. I don't want a man my age. I need me a young timber. For somebody to already be conservative and done switched over and Donald Trump now lane, she sure is dressed like what Kenya described her as. And that's all I'm going to say right there. But anyway, she comes in after Drew. Drew looked so cute. That has taken a toll of my life. Every time I go on social media, you can see things with my picture on it blown up for everyone to see. Girl, you don't sit down somewhere. Would that be porn if I show in my video edits where her left titty was about to pop out? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, because everything is an attack on BRIT. Now, y'all know this is my second time watching it. And, on a serious note, watching this creepy weirdo through the TV, angered by the fact that the girls called Kenya to check on her, is an insane to me. Y'all, I rarely, do you hear me? Rarely say get rid of somebody because we talking about chicks here. Because I didn't even want people to get rid of Marlo. Marlo got on my nerves to the fifth extensivity. But she's so similar to Marlo to me. I know extensivity is not a word. I just made it up, but it sounded good. I have to go and say some shit, don't I? But anyway, the point is, and this is on a serious note, this chick is whack, right? And like I said, it's very rare. I just cannot stand somebody through the TV. Like, Messy Desi, I can't stand her. But this girl right here, no, I take it back. Because Messy Desi did accuse Melody of grooming. So that really took me out on that one. Yeah, so. Yeah, she right up there with this. Right up there. She getting on my nerves. She's on my list. She got so mad when Angela asked, when she was naming all the things that was happening to her. She wasn't expecting Angela to be smart enough to clock her ass. And she's like, based on what? Are you confused? Do you not see what's going on? Yeah, we see what's going on, but what happened to you? You were attacked. So, according to you. So, what would be the cause for you to be losing your license? In a way, Angela is on your side. Because, right, maybe we need to write to the people and tell them that you are the victim. Which you want everybody to know that you are. So, Angela is clocking her some more. I'm just trying to be here for you. This is for you. How? And she's like, I'm trying to make you understand that I don't want anything to happen to you. I know what things transpire. I know what transpired and how we got here. But you leaving out your part in this. Baby, what did she say that for? Right or wrong. These ladies in confessional. These ladies really don't have my back. Then she went cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. I ain't the motherfucking wrong. And then Drew was like, whoa. Now, I know Portia may be saying that Drew is the one who consistently tried to get Kenya fired. Because I don't know any of these other ladies that would do that. And Shamia and Kenya are still cool for us, I know. But she may be making that up because we know her to be a liar. Because she and Drew are not getting along. Angela eating up, right? You like to throw rocks and hide your hands. That's how we got here. I know that's right. She wasn't ready for none of that. So Samira is over there defining peace and asks for peace back in her glass because things are getting out of hand. More things that are Brit's fault. Unless something was cut out that we didn't see. As they always say, the bad edit. So, Shamira reiterates and asks the question again. Well, all of the backlash and all of the confusion, I am under investigation. Bitch, let me just tell you this. Investigation and losing your motherfucking license is two different things. So now you under investigation, but when you started the conversation, you had lost your license already. Girl, I see you. I see you. Through all of that Maybelline makeup, I see who you really are. Your mama pumping your head up, got you thinking everybody jealous of your ass. Girl, you cute, okay? But you plastic surgery cute. Cause I saw your old picture. You weren't ugly, ugly, but you weren't no dime neither. You enhanced. You enhanced beauty. Kenya, that's natural. If you need to know the difference between natural and see, because don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I know Kenya has had some stuff lifted and plucked and sucked, but that face card sitting up on her shoulders, that's always been there. Miss Bozak. Okay? That was Miss Bozak. Oh, and then Maybelline, I always give my people their shout outs, right? And then I can see through you through all that Maybelline. That's Peaches. Peaches from Low Down Dirty Shame. So she's saying, well, all that's been going on, there's just an investigation. You know, moves are nice and see me though. And Angela says on the bridge, I knew that. I thought so. Why was that you say, Angela? What did you say? She said what she said, bitch. So in confessional, Angela said, hell, I was trying to support her ass, but now that she wants to talk about things and want to treat me like I'm the pariah in the group, hell, fuck her. And a little mimosa came out that ass, so she starts to bark. Angela, I love you. Angela, you may be rising. Now, I'm pissed off at you for a minute for coming up with that nasty little question that you asked for BRIT. But you slowly making the tide turn into my direction, honey. On y'all on Team 12, on y'all on Team 12, then walk on 12 on Obama here. And so Drew was like, girl, Kenya, all up in here, all up and through here, all up living in your head rent free. And this is how everything got started in the first place. From Kenya, living rent free and all that Maybelline and them curls sitting up on top of your head in a kind of way. Yeah, that part. And Drew just put the nail in the coffin and killed her softly with her song and said, you both were wrong. Maybe you can come to a place where you both understand that. And that's what it is. I know that's right. Get her straight, Drew. She acting like Nene. How Nene bullied people because she was taller than them. Yeah, that part. So y'all want to forget and start in the middle with Nene. I could see through all that plastic surgery who Nene really was from the jump street. Okay?